Hi guys, and welcome back to Dr. Lou's Low Carb Diets. Have you been thinking about ketones? What are those things that are giving you that lovely energy where you don't have to eat carbohydrates? You eat fat and protein, and you have these ketones that magically still come out and burn, but you lose loads of weight. How is this possible? If you really want to know what ketones are, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so we know that ketones are mentioned a lot when we talk about ketosis, if we talk about low carbs, if we talk about, the ketogenic diet or the Atkins diet, many different ones, even in the carnivore diet as well. These are quite popular. Why? Well, your body goes into a state, yes, where you are burning, obviously, your fat. And because you're focusing mostly on your fat, you're in a state of ketosis. And that simply means ketones are present in your body. Now, what are they? Yeah. Well, let's put it up here on the screen. So what we've got here, you can see this is just a molecule of a ketone. So in your body, this is just simply what it is. And why is it important to understand? Well, because if you have a look, if you know anything about carbohydrates, their name tells you that they have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in them, or CHO. This is a ketone. You can see it's CHO as well. Why is that important? Well, because if you're not going to be having carbohydrates, you need to have something, obviously, where you can release energy that's just the same. These are pretty much identical with the components of the atoms, and you just rearrange them. So that way you are able to utilize them as energy. Now, you notice here, this one's called BHB, or beta hydroxybutyrate. Now, beta hydroxybutyrate is actually the main ketone you find in your blood. This is the one that when you measure for a meter. So if you measure on your blood uh, ketones on a meter, this is what you're looking at. Now, that's seen as the main one, the big daddy, if you will. Now, you also have two others. You have acetone, which you use in your breath, uh, and that's how you can actually take readings, whether you're in ketosis, by using a breathalyzer. And also, you have your acetone acetate. Now, acetone acetate is the one that you have in your urine. So you will find that you can actually see if you're in ketosis through a ketosis breathalyzer or ketone breathalyzer, a ketone urinalysis stick, or with a ketone blood test. So these indicate that you are usually in ketosis. The blood meter is the most accurate one, then the urinalysis, and then you have the breathalyzer. Now, how do they work? Well, if you have these ketones present and identified in your blood, yes, urine or your breath, then you are in ketosis. So, how does it work? Simple. We know that there's a process for you to have when you use sugar, carbohydrates, many things, starches, yes? So we have lots of different types. Now, let's have a look. What happens when we burn normal sugar or if we just burn starches? Now, when you think starches, these all come from a whole range of different things. So what we've got here, as you can see now, carbs, and you can see we've got there listed bread, we've got rice, we have a whole range of stuff. Yes. And if you look at them, you understand that, yes, these all ones aren't usually sweet. So these are coming from starches. Now, starches don't usually have any type of sweet flavor. Now, you can see here you've got pasta, you've got lots of wheat. Yes. So these are going to be giving us carbohydrates in the form of starch. Also, you have sugar, you have sugary drinks, you have white refined sugar, brown sugar. All of these have carbs in them. They are either sugars or starches. Now, for ones we utilize, don't forget you have ones you can't digest either. Now, moving over, we understand those carbs are eaten, they're digested, they go into obviously our intestines, and they're absorbed into our body, into our blood. Now, becoming the blood sugar. We understand now that those sugars and all those starches, they're all inside the blood and they're moving around. Now, some of them have been broken up already. You have them already going in. So, for example, you would have, say, amylose and amylase. So you would have one broken up by an enzyme, which will then turn that into glucose. So you would then have just a glucose glucose. You'd have a glucose molecule, and that would be going through your blood. Now, what you can see is that you see that your blood sugar is full of sugar, or we want to get it out. We want to utilize it. So how do we know that it's there? Well, we know once it's present, we release insulin. And then insulin, yes, the hormone, is released. And as it comes out, it goes around the blood as well. And it starts to signal to the cells to take up the glucose or the sugars from the blood. So then what happens is that all that lovely carb energy goes into your cells, and then it goes through the process of making the energy, or ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, that you need for the body's main energy. So it's a very simple process to look at it like this. Carbs to blood sugar to insulin to energy. Voila, you have the ways of how the body works to release energy from our food. Carbs turned into energy in sugar burning. Now, if you have a look now to see what happens with keto, we've got it again now in a different way. You can see we've got meat as the actual food that we're consuming. So there's butter on it there. And so we're nearly getting 0 carbs in that food. We take the meat, we eat it, we digest it, and then it goes into our blood as well. But it doesn't go around with insulin. It doesn't signal to insulin, look, we've got loads of sugar here. Instead, you have the fat going straight to your liver. Now, your liver takes it in, and because you have such a low blood sugar level with no insulin there, your insulin is so low, your liver knows to utilize fat to produce energy. So it starts to make, obviously, ketones. And those ketones, yes, are then going to be put into your bloodstream, move through your bloodstream to your cells, where your cells are going to then utilize it as energy. And we saw that the ketones, yes, they have the same structures of energy for sugars. And you can see that they are both carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, or CHO. So we now know that all that happens is that manipulated in the liver, that fat, which is CHO as well, turns into ketones, and those ketones are delivered to our cells. They go through a slightly different process in the cell to release energy. So ketones used as energy in ketosis. Okay, guys, so that's pretty much what ketones are. That's a brief understanding of how we utilize them and compare to sugar. Now, you will understand that this is a straightforward explanation. If you want something more detailed, you can go look at my other videos where it says it's scientifically explained. Yeah, and then that will give you a lot of detail to understand exactly what occurs and how it occurs when you have fat and sugar together, and when you have, obviously, fat by itself with protein. Now, I hope that's cleared up what ketones are. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments, guys. And please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you on the next one, guys.